The Crown, Constitution, and evolving Sovereignty Canada's political identity is founded upon a complex, layered constitutional history that links it to the British Crown while simultaneously establishing its complete legal independence. This structure, a constitutional monarchy operating under the Westminster parliamentary model, features institutional peculiarities that reflect the compromises of its founding. A monarchy in its own right. Canada has been a monarchy for centuries, transitioning from French and British crowns to a kingdom in its own right. The current head of state is King Charles III. Although the sovereign is shared with 14 other independent countries within the Commonwealth of Nations, the monarchy of Canada is legally distinct. The monarch is formally titled the King of Canada. The Crown serves as the foundation of the federal constitutional structure, underpinning the executive, King and Council, legislative, King and Parliament, and judicial, King on the bench branches at both federal and provincial levels. Since the monarch resides in the United Kingdom, nearly all governmental and ceremonial duties are executed by the monarch's representatives, the Governor-General at the federal level, and the Lieutenant Governors in each province. Historically, the Crown has maintained an enduring and close relationship with Aboriginal peoples for many centuries. B. The Westminster system and unique governance structures. The Canadian Parliament is structured according to the Westminster-style system and requires the assent of all three constituent parts: the Crown, represented by the Governor-General, the appointed Senate, and the elected House of Commons, for legislation to become law. The composition and function of the Senate, the upper house, highlight a political tension between historical tradition and modern democracy. The Senate is 105 members are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister and hold their seats until the mandatory retirement age of 75. Its constitutional mandate is to consider and revise legislation, investigate national issues, and, crucially, ensure regional representation. The existence of the appointed Senate, particularly given that some senators increasingly choose not to affiliate with a political party, ensures a level of stability in its composition that is independent of electoral results. However, institutional dissonance arises from the archaic qualifications required for appointment. Senators must possess real property worth $4,000 title and free of mortgage, and a net worth of at least $4,000, amounts unchanged since the British North America Act of 1867. This retention of antiquated property requirements creates a perception among many Canadians that the institution is a place of unfair patronage and privilege, fundamentally challenging the nation's contemporary image as an egalitarian state. In the House of Commons, elections are determined by the single-member plurality, or first-past-the-post system. In this system, the candidate who receives the highest number of votes in their electoral district, or riding, wins the seat, regardless of whether they achieve an absolute majority, over 50% of the vote. C. The slow birth of independence. Unlike the revolutionary formation of its southern neighbour, the 13 colonies declared independence in 1776, Canada's journey to sovereignty was gradual, deliberate, and evolutionary. The Dominion of Canada was established by the British North America Act in 1867, uniting Upper and Lower Canada, Ontario and Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. The progression toward full sovereign statehood was heavily influenced by international trends, such as the global examination of sovereignty that followed the First World War. This non-revolutionary pragmatic path toward independence explains Canada's unique ability to maintain the monarchy as the core of its constitutional structure, while simultaneously achieving legal distinctiveness as the King of Canada. Significant historical milestones marked this evolution, including the formal recognition of Canadian title to the whole Arctic, including the Sverdrup Group of Islands in 1931. Furthermore, Quebec City holds unique historical value as the only walled city remaining in North America, Canada, and the US, a vestige of its origins as New France. So there you have it, a few more fascinating facts that make Canada truly unique. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.